you are content to abandon...
Oh god, her again.
Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
Is this serious relationship in the room with us right now?
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man.
I feel I
We've had
always
some
am.
reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Rendezvous. I like the idea that he's also checking something out and he's not just standing here in town for us to finish. Looks like it's that way.
Let's
Chicken.
go.
Play the... Wait, what?
Reports are true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
Oh my god, there's so many dudes. Line them up!
We can win!
Noise. You can't change the fate for the final ending of this game, unlike FF15, which both endings are rather stupid. FF15, both endings are rather stupid. Was that the boy band one?
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. You all right?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dame was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
He's like, yo, I don't have a 9-tailed fox in my gut. I can't fight these things.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. But now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore. You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Brandit.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
They're following his orders.
But she is but a common...
Whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
Now you two, get your stupid family out of this town. Full of problems. Rising Reap says, Muck chat, is there a Blishhud thing to do achievement masteries? I'm not sure. The easiest way to find mastery points from achievements, though, is to go into the achievement list, and there's a little cog, and click on that, and you can set a filter to only show you achievements that give mastery points that you need. If you don't already know about that trick, that's really helpful.
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise.
Oh no, Philippe's gonna die in the
What about
south.
you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you, both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
Belly, welcome back. Thank you for the membership. Appreciate you very much. Hello all. Hello, Bjorn. Make for Oriflamme.
I want steel in the hands of every man.
I will say, Rising Reap, if the filter solution isn't enough for you, and you still want to know about is there a Blish HUD module? The Blish HUD Discord or our Discord, because they're also on my Discord, they can be asked there directly. But I don't know of one off the top of my head.
There are so many of them.
It's not even 10.
This is over. No. It's only just begun.
Oh, it's a big lad. Alright, we got 2 of the healers down.
Get him!
Right up Main Street. Ah! Baja Blast! So much grunting when we use the Titan powers.
That looks to be the last of them.
That was like 13 little dudes and
Wonder how
one
the
big one.
others fared.
He said there were
Better hurry
hundreds
back to
coming.
town.
I will say, whenever they talk about like massive numbers of enemies, they always show a very lackluster amount of enemies.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls at the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
The right of it again, as did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that, and I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far.
This is so unrealistic. Old people that work in government never learn from their mistakes and apologize. That just doesn't happen.
I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. I shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that
For
that is
all the
settled,
chicken nuggets, ship crunchies and guild dues.
Orly Vamp, thank you very much, dude. Appreciate you.
I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
No political figure would ever say that.
If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Tasha says, is Mark doing the DLC? I don't have any plans to at this moment, but possibly in the future. We'll see. Right now, I'm just finishing up the base game.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'd be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the crystalline dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the Veil that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter. All united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you?
Blue says, anything interesting happened while I was AFK? Some nobles tried to divide the town, and then we united against a common foe, and they learned the error of their ways, and they've promised to be good boys and girls from this day forward.
On your support too?
Trust them.
Always.
DLC or not, will you be swapping to other spooky games for morning streams afterward, or is the plan to move on to something else like Ragnarok? Still waiting on word back on the Ragnarok key. I'm not sure. Whoa, Steam achievement, collect 6 signboards. Okay. I currently, only objective is to finish Nobody Saves the World and Silent Hill 2. If we finish this, then I'll be looking for something else to fill this time slot. I don't know if I should try spooky games in the morning or not. Maybe we could give it an attempt and see what happens. Also depends on the cost of the game. I feel like most spooky games are really costly for like 5 to 10 hours of gameplay. So it's been an expensive week. Because like House of Ashes and then Until Dawn were both costly, and then they lasted like a few hours. And then it's like, okay, well. Let me see. Can we go up there on the bird?
Fly, Ambrosia. Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
Standard stuff, Ben. Thanks a lot. You're very welcome. I actually said, Blue, that it was very unrealistic that the noble people apologized and learned the error of their ways. Because no political figure's ever done that. How old is this game? It just came out on PC, like, last month. But it's been on console for a bit, I think.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the Wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Okay.
And are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. Locked up tight.
That whole... okay. That whole animation was just to try the door handle? Level up. Ah, wrong button. Whoops. Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercises conducted this far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that bearer captives be deployed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with a minimal loss of Waluder lives.
Minimal loss of Waluder lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Memorandum on Kuza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required. Repurposed.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
I looked up the Dark Pictures anthology because surely that'd be cheaper to buy in a pack, but no, it was $170. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the horror games that I've played have been like 5 to 10 hours and are like, you know, 25 to 60 bucks. So it adds up pretty fast. Balmandark Writ of Designation. The Kingdom of Walud hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kuza beast for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the pursual of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of any bearers in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled. Nothing but Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.